Welcome back. I have a big haul of the Bigs dies that I picked up on Facebook Marketplace a few weeks ago, and I'm finally sitting down to film this video, so might want to grab a snack because there's a lot to go through. I had been looking on Marketplace, as I always do, for some good crafting deals, and I found, all right, my dog's going crazy because it's garbage day and they don't like the garbage truck or the recycling truck. So anyways, I was looking and I saw a listing of the big Tim Holtz dies. And then I looked at her profile and saw she had a few other listings, like there were 2 different Tim Holtz ones, and then there was a listing of the Sizzix ones, like the, non-Tim Holtz, I guess. So I messaged her, told her I was interested in buying everything. I went over to her house and looked at everything. We came to a deal that I thought was amazing. It ended up being like around, I think it was around $4 per Tim Holtz die, and then I think the Sizzix ones, the non-Tim ones, broke down to be around $2 a die. So I felt like it was a fantastic deal. She was happy to get it all moved at once. She even told me, hey, I know some of these Tim Holtz dies are hard to find and expensive because she looked them up on eBay, but she was happy to, do this deal with me. She even kept my contact information because she said she does a lot of auctions and things like that. Estate sales, and if she came across more crafting stuff, she would contact me. We'd maybe make another deal. So all that being said, I'm going to show you the dies I picked up. I'm definitely not going to keep all of them. I've been slowly trying to cut them all to decide if I want to keep it or not. I feel like you really just got to cut it to really see if you're going to like it. So, all right, that's enough chatter. Let's start. And this is the basket's next to me. It's all mixed. There's Tim, there's regular Sizzix. So we're going to start off with a big one. This one is apparently very rare and hard to find. And it's amazing. I love it. The angel, I think it's great. So this is definitely going to be staying in my collection. I can say that already, even though I haven't cut it out yet. And not all the Tim ones are going to stay in my collection, I don't think. But I'm just going to start stacking these. Let's move this back. Okay. The next one is another Timmy die. It's this, so it's the plate where you would put the keyhole right in the middle. This is the mover and shaper die, which I didn't know what they were. I've figured it out now, and I can definitely show you guys how they work in a video, but it even says on here that this keyhole is separate. So I don't have the keyhole. I'm definitely gonna be looking for it because then you would cut it right in the middle. So there's that one. And then these cool Christmas, carved ornaments. So I guess they're supposed to maybe look like wooden ornaments. All right, here is a Sizzix one. It's a cute little gumball machine. Now this says with embossing folder. I did not get the embossing folder, so I'm hoping that maybe I can find the embossing folder on its own without the die, because I do think this is really cute and I probably would keep it, but the embossing folder would put all this detail on here, so I think it would be really cool to have. So I will be looking for that because I think that's a fun one. And this is the same situation. It's supposed to have an embossing folder. It didn't. I'm sure it still looks cool without it, but it definitely would be cool to have the embossing folder. But this is a fun one, like a little mason jar. So I like that. And then here is I love how they did the bird's wings in the paper, or like the word dictionary page or whatever it is. It's just called birds. I love birds. Probably going to keep this one. We'll see. All right, here's another great Timmy one. Carolers, I think it's called. Victorian Carolers. Just their little silhouette. Super cute. Love that. All right, we got another bird. I love this one. And it looks like, so it punches out these holes in the bottom of the cage, and that you can easily hang stuff from it. So that is going to be a fun one. I really like that one. Next, we have the Tattered Florals, which I've actually been wanting this one. I also love, again, that they cut this out of paper with words on it and inked the edges to make it look really vintage and cool. I'm sure you can layer these up and make them look really fun. So I'm so excited to have this one. All right. Next, we have like an Easter bunny, looks like a chocolate bunny, and a butterfly, Easter elements. We have this one, what is this one called? Trophy antlers. So that's pretty neat. Here's another movers and shapers. So the idea is there's some small dies that magnetize to this and you can place them anywhere that you want in here. But this is just this part and okay, so the 3 punches right here are not included, it's all the same. So you would just have to punch it. It's called a Baroque. Then we have the gears, which if you watch my Stamp Fest video, I actually had looked at these, but I didn't grab them because I have some Thinlits gears, but they're much smaller. And obviously, well, maybe not obviously, these big dies can cut through more than just paper. You can cut through maybe like thin metal, you can cut through fabric, probably chipboard. So I think this will be great to have in the big die because you can cut more than paper. All right. Next, a little stack of Sizzix next. Okay, we've got a seal, the beach ball, this flower, which the picture is so small, but the flower is quite a bit bigger. Okay, these are a little smaller. We'll try to make our stacks orderly so I can put them away neatly. Some leaves, this heart, layered heart. Some Christmas items. Let's see. Told you there was a lot. Some leaves. Some Halloween things, witch hat, broom, and shoes. This is pretty cute. This little circus tent. This would be cute for like if you're doing maybe a Dumbo, Golden Book, Junk Journal. I'm sure there's other ideas. What's this one? Bunny and flowers. So let's see if I can possibly see it. Oh, okay, it goes this way. I don't know if you can kind of see his face right here. It's a cute little chubby bunny and some flowers. And then we have a cracked egg. I thought this was kind of cool. So you get the egg and then you have the half that's cracked. So that might be fun. All right. We have this cute candy cane with a bow. You could definitely make this look really cool and vintage. You cut it with some muted colors and ink the edges up. Baseball. This poinsettia, which, so you get the different petals and the center. So you would cut the petals several times and then make this layered dimensional flower, which could be really fun. A really pretty Christmas tree. Looks like it's got some glitter. I bet cut this out with glitter cardstock. All right, next we have a cardinal on some branches. This is a Timmy one. I can always, most of the Timmy dies, at least the older ones, were this tan color. The newer Bigs dies I've noticed are black, but okay. I love this vintage looking Santa. Oops. Now, I'm pretty sure I picked up one very similar when I bought the Thinlit version. So this might be one I let go. I don't know, but he's so cute. Okay, this is another one that I think will be really cool to put together. The tattered poinsettia. So honestly, I probably only keep one of the poinsettias. So it'd probably be this one. Not just because it's Timmy. I mean, kind of in a way. I just like the design better. I'm more drawn to like the grungy, vintagey look. So you could definitely grunge up the other one, but all right, now we're getting to some that I did cut out just to see what it would look like. So this one is the pine tree. So I cut it out of the textured cardstock and I inked the edges a little bit and I think it's super cute. We have the lamppost, holiday lamppost. Love this one. All right, this is another one that I had looked at Stamp Fest, picked up, but put back down. And see, it's one of the newer ones. It's black. I think it's new. Does it have a date? 2019. Okay. But it has the embossing folder with it, and it cuts out. And I actually, you know what? I did cut this out, and I put it. I'm trying to make a little album, like a die cut album where I've already cut them out so you can really see it. So actually I did that lamppost as well. So that's the lamppost all cut out. And then this is how the log slices turn out with the embossing folder. They're super neat. I'm not exactly sure how I'd use them, but you know, maybe someday I'll need a log die. Oh, you could see I cut out the old jalopy, which you'll see here in a minute, the leaves, the carolers. So yeah, I'm trying to cut some out because I think it really helps, you know, see how you could use them, especially when you cut it out of paper that you like. So here is the tree, the branch tree. All right, well, sorry about that. Dogs were barking again. Story of my life. So here are the, I think these are just called tattered leaves, maybe? There you go. Tattered leaves, yes. So there's that one. Another stack. Oh, actually I had this one. Now this one, I had literally just purchased this on Whatnot from someone, and then it was in this lot. So definitely don't need two. So one of them will be going, but it's the old jalopy, and I love it. It's so cool. All right, then we have just a house, and again, you know, this maybe not makes it look like it's not your style, maybe, but if you choose the paper that you like, you can make this really cool. Maybe make it look Christmassy, like a Christmas village. You just have to look past their design, unless you like it, and put your own spin on it. So I got that one. This one is Gingerbread Man #2. So you can see him with his little buttons and his bow tie. Then we have this one, the apple with the worm, and the die cuts these little slits so you can actually stick the worm in there like that. All right, let me grab another stack. All right, this is one that I cut out. It's just like I think they call it a decorative accent. It looked kind of like a treble clef a little bit to me, but I cut it out on some paper that had words and inked it, just to kind of see what it would look like if it wasn't cut out like that. So there's that one. This one is the rickety house. So this is pretty neat. You could definitely make this look like a haunted house, maybe. Those dogs do not like the garbage truck, and it like drives down one side of the street in our neighborhood and like goes to the end of the neighborhood and then comes back around. So it's probably coming back around, and now they're barking again. Okay, so this is just a frame. Now, it didn't have anything on it, so I cut it out, and actually it's pretty neat. I cut it with some pretty glitter cardstock, and it's got these in it, so you can maybe like string it, put a picture behind it. I think you could do a lot of fun stuff with that. All right, this is another frame. I cut this out of some metallic cardstock and distressed it a little bit. You could almost use this like a belly band if you glued it in your journal, and then you could stick things through these little slots or something. Some hearts. This is what they looked like on here. This is kind of what I did, layered it. Could be a cute card front. And then there's this one, the pumpkin. So I did this with some textured cardstock on a black glitter. So it looks pretty similar to what they did, but I think that could be a fun card. All right, I have a bunch of the mover and shakers ones. So these are the ones that go on the magnetic plate, and you can move it around to be wherever you want it. Repositionable window shapes. So these are the little shapes, and I can show you guys how to use that sometime if you are curious, because I really just figured it out myself. But we've got love, Noel, joy, jack-o'-lantern face, wish, this one which I love, and also love this one, the little bird in the cage. Oh, the dogs, I'm so sorry. Okay, this one is actually my basic gray, which I love a lot of their stuff, particularly randomly their magnets for making albums. They are honestly the best ones I've tried. You'd think all magnets would be equal, but they really aren't. But anyways, apparently they make dies as well. So this is a pear. We have a hibiscus. I These are some cute ornaments. You could really make these look neat. Add your metallic cardstock to make it shiny. I know I keep talking about it. Oh, this is basic gray too. I'm really into metallic cardstock lately. This is just this, so not the butterflies and things, but just this little mechanism here to make a pop-up card. So you would, the scallop part, you know, you glue one half to the top and one half to the bottom, and then it has this little hinge part where you can add your pop-out elements to make a pop-out card, if that makes sense. So this would be a really great one to have. Karen Burniston. So I think that could be a really fun one. We have a palm tree, and I was like, this is, I've never seen a pink one, but it's a Hello Kitty collection, which is interesting that it's a palm tree, but anyways, Hello Kitty. All right, here is another Halloween one. You got a little spider web. This one could be good to keep around because I do make those baby albums, so I could maybe even cut this out of chipboard and make a nice dimensional phrase for a cover. Here's one that I already cut out, and I think it's so cute. It's the stocking, and I really love how it turned out. That could be a cute card front. All right, oops. Now this one, okay, this one I already did this once, so I'm gonna have to glue this back in. I don't think it'll really affect it. I think it just needs some glue because I've never had this happen with one of these big dies. But you know, I'm sure the glue just breaks down over time. But this is a bird on a branch, which this isn't really my jam, but when I cut it out, you know, how I would do it, I really liked how it turned out. I even put some little stickles in the middle of that flower. So I actually really like it. I just need to re-glue it, I guess. All right, and then the old jalopy. So I must have had mine. Actually, I think this is the one that I bought on Whatnot. The one that was in the package was actually the one that came in this lot. So that wasn't really supposed to be in here, but that's all right. Then we have swirls, which I keep thinking it looks like Mickey's head, but I cut it out of this matte paper just to see, you know, what that would look like. So that might be a fun accent to have. Same with these. So these are just arrows, obviously. But that's what they looked like with their example. And honestly, I kind of like my example better with the matte paper and then just kind of offsetting these a little bit to make a shadow. Then we have this really cute pirate ship, which I totally copied their design. It's basically the same thing. I think that's super cute though. So pirate ship. And then some flowers, which, you know, you could obviously offset them and layer them. It's probably what you're really supposed to do, but that's what I did. And then we have another little decorative frame. So I cut that, inked it. Looks cute, I think. Okay, let me grab another pile. Stack these up here. This is the last stack in the bin, so we're almost through the stack. Okay, we have a frame. It doesn't have this, it's just the frame. But it does have the little holes, so you could take some ribbon and do what they did and cut some letters and do it up like that. Have an alligator. Now this kind I've never seen before. It's interesting. Clear shamrock. So I don't know if there's a special purpose for it being clear. Maybe so you can see exactly where you're going to cut it out on the paper. I'm not really sure. Have a cat, dog, and a mouse. A heart. These are pretty cute. These mittens. This one I've actually had before and destashed, so I doubt I'll keep that, but maybe somebody will like it. All right, this is really cute. So wheelbarrow with the flowers, and you get all the flower shapes with the centers and everything, so you could cut them out multiple times, different colors. Some more animals. What is this? Cactus, coyote, and roadrunner. Another flower. So it's a layered flower. You get the two different sizes and the center. Now this is another mover and shaper. So let me show you. Where's that? Here it is. So something like this. You could take these pieces and put them in here how you'd want it. And they would magnetize to this. So this is just a little spacer, but you can see it magnetizes in there. So that would be a great use for this. All right, we've got 4 more and they're all Timmy. So we've got a cute snowman and the snowflake, Winter Wonder. We have this one, which is a sand and sea, and I have some stamps that are kind of like this too. So might be able to do a really cool little beach album. Love these Christmas ones. What is this called? Christmas bells. There you go, Christmas bells. And the last one, super awesome. I love this candelabra. The spider, I could take it or leave, but I love the candle. You could, oh, look at, they have like, makes it look like cobwebs on it. So Candle Fright, very, very fun. So those are all of the dies I picked up on Marketplace. I think it was a great deal. I'm really excited. And thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you subscribed. I'm really trying to get to my next goal of 2,000 subscribers. And I have like less than 300 to go. So I feel like that could be my goal for the end of the summer. So if you're watching this, especially if you made it to the end and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who comes back and comments. It means a lot to me. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.